Hi, I'm Dr. Randy Kamen. Welcome to Strategies to Spark Your Week. Today I will be talking about how to create more love in your life. Michelle, a 30-something attorney, speaks frequently about struggles in her relationships with her women friends and her boyfriend of 2 years, Kyle. While kind and generous in many ways, Michelle emanated an edginess in her tone which inevitably pushed people away, especially the ones she was closest to. She often became critical and judgmental of others, which was clearly a defense against her own feelings of being less than or inadequate. Michelle would feel remorseful after one of her episodes with Kyle, a friend or a family member. She wanted to change this behavior but simply did not know how. Her willpower became useless when she got triggered. Michelle had not learned how to self-nurture or self-soothe, and as a result, she was unable to feel a deep sense of connection with herself and with others. She often felt lonely and isolated, which led to her depression. We worked together over the course of a year, getting at the root causes of her agitation and loneliness. All the while, Michelle was building skills to improve her self-care, strengthen her relationships, and create more love in her life. Here are the strategies we worked on. When feeling angry or frustrated begin to strike, stop. Take some deep breaths, get calm and grounded. Perhaps excuse yourself or walk away from the situation so that you can compose yourself. Think the situation through and know that within minutes, the intensity of the feelings will subside. They always do. And when they do, you are poised to speak with greater clarity and kindness. Be your authentic self and speak your truth. Speaking your truth is vital to authenticity. However, that does not give license to be hurtful to another person. When you speak out of anger, what usually follows is regret. Regardless of the message you wish to deliver, it can be said with compassion for the other person. Consider how what you are going to say will help the relationship rather than create further harm. Practice self-compassion. Self-compassion occurs when we tune into our needs and feelings. We are usually hardest on ourselves. While others might receive the overflow of our negativity, we take the hardest hit when we are lacking in self-compassion. This can be cultivated by thinking about how you would treat a child or a loved one when they make a mistake or fall short of expectations. With self-compassion, we see who we really are. We see our limitations and strengths and still find a way to practice unconditional self-love and acceptance. We all share the human condition. None of us are perfect, and most of us are doing the best that we can. Being kind to yourself has a way of being contagious and opens space for others to do the same. It's also a good role model for others. Remain open and curious. Be curious rather than judgmental about what your friend or loved one shares. It is much more compelling to listen carefully when someone is speaking to you. Judgment and criticism is toxic to any relationship. At times, it's easy to assume that you know what your partner is about to say, and you begin to even complete their sentences. When you remain open to the possibilities, you may be surprised at the outcome. People feel deeply cared for when they are heard. When listening, pay attention to the words, to the body language, the tone of voice, the eye contact. Remember, what matters most is tone over content. That is, how we say something matters more than the actual content of what we are saying. Assume the best when you are talking to someone with whom you are connected with. Our minds have a way of taking us to weird places. Sometimes we think the worst of another without considering the alternatives. Odds are We will discover that our friend or partner is well-intended if we allow ourselves to listen with an open mind and heart. Try to understand the perspective of the other person and assume the best, even when you don't agree. You stand to gain powerful insights about others when you pay close attention to their point of view. When you assume the best about the other person, she or he tends to step up into their best selves. Laugh often. Build fun into your time with other people. Creating positive memories brings meaning and sweetness into our lives. Pleasurable experiences with others lower stress, pain, and anxiety level. It improves our health and the quality of our lives. Also, indulging in a good laugh decreases stress, pain, and anxiety, and improves alertness, creativity, and memory. It's not only fun to have fun, it is also great for our health and connections with others. Apologize. Be quick to apologize when you have hurt or offended another person. Apology is an important way of showing compassion, respecting another person, and letting them know that their feelings count. An apology can heal relationships and alleviate other suffering. Although the past cannot be undone, a heartfelt apology can work wonders to repair a damaged relationship. You will benefit by not carrying around the guilt and regret for having said something or done something that caused another person pain. They will benefit by being seen and feeling that they can more readily move past the offense or wrongdoing. An apology clears the path to forgiveness. Forgiveness requires a shift of perception. We make the decision to look at the person that has wronged us through a different lens. It's not that we forget the wrongdoing or what has happened, or that we no longer hold the person accountable for their behavior. It just means that we are ready to let go of the hurt and anger so that we can move forward in our own lives. Sometimes forgiving another person deepens the relationship. Other times, it means that the relationship is over and that we are choosing to no longer look back. Either way, forgiveness liberates us from the pain of the past. Learning to forgive can also be cultivated with practice and the passage of time. Expressing gratitude is one of the most important keys to mental health. Grow your capacity for gratitude and know also that gratitude and acts of kindness are contagious. Be grateful for friends and loved ones. Let them know how you feel by saying thank you and showing appreciation in all kinds of creative ways. This keeps the relationship well-oiled. We are fortunate to have people in our lives that love us, and we must do whatever we can to honor these crucial relationships. Focus on aspects of your relationships that you wish to improve and discover the myriad possibilities that will unfold before you. It takes courage to deepen your relationships, and the rewards are huge. Finding the love and joy that you truly deserve. I hope this talk sparks you into a place of greater love and freedom. Please let me know if you have any comments or questions. I can be reached at my website, drrandykamen.com, and I look forward to seeing you next week for another episode of Strategies to Spark Your Week.